So over the years, I've met a lot of different drivers that they came to Walmart for the particular reason to retire, which sounds crazy. What kind of retirement is, go work for some company. But, for a lot of people, the no stress level, they want that. They spent most of their life stressing out on how am I going to make my next dollar? You know, how am I going to get this truck fixed? Owner operators, basically, they go through a lot of stress because they're trying to make all the money they can. They have to keep that payment up on that truck, and they don't want to get themselves in a spot where the freight is bad, and they end up working for cheap just to get out of somewhere to get to where the freight is. It's this constant thing going on. I've never actually done it, but I've known a lot of owner operators over the years, and that's why I never did it. It just seemed stressful. Yeah, you can make a lot of money doing it, no doubt, but I got enough stress in my life. I got a wife, kids, a mortgage. I don't need to add to it. But for some people, that's a thing. But after a while, they get tired of it. You know, I've met multiple owner operators that work here at Walmart, and they've done it 20, 30. I've even met owner operators that have done it for 45 years and then came to Walmart. And their answer to, well, the question I ask them, how did you land up at Walmart? And they say it's really simple. I just got tired of chasing the dollar and always being under the gun. And they know someone that works there that gives them the truth and not the label that everybody puts on Walmart or their drivers, which just isn't true. And so they land up here and they say, this is the best thing I ever did, the best decision I ever made. I mean, the stress level is up here with the owner op thing, and working here, it's down here. Generally, when you've been in the field for a long, long time and you want to retire to something lesser but the same field, generally the problem is that you're not going to get paid near as much as you did. And, you know, when you've done something for 20, 30 years, it's just unacceptable. You're not going to go for that. You might as well just quit altogether. But a lot of these guys, it's in their blood. They want to keep driving. They want to finish out their retirement years, do 5, 6, 7 years at Walmart and just put money away and not have the hassle or the stress. I mean, these guys, they got an excellent record generally, because they got pride in their equipment and their job, and because it represents them, and they generally end up having a better record. Well, Walmart likes that. They want someone that has pride in what they do, and what kind of job they do, and generally it lands up being a really good fit. It definitely a complete different life change for sure. It does take getting used to, but I'm very surprised at how many owner operators have come to retire at Walmart. We've had the over the road type, flatbedders, reefer, whatever. But we also get out here in California at the DC I'm at, which is in Red Bluff, California. We get a lot of owner operators that were the type that like had their own logging truck, because 30, 40 years ago, logging was really big, and you can make a lot of money being an owner operator running your own truck. And so these guys have got the best stories of near death experience, crazy cliffs and mountains and icy road. They're not even roads, they're trails, with 80,000 pounds or usually more than that of logs. And so I just love talking to them. And to come here, it's like, there's nothing to worry about. They don't have to put themselves in a position that is some crazy dangerous thing or they're risking everything kind of thing. And I know these stories are all true because my father-in-law, he was in logging for years, and I knew a lot of his friends that were in it. And you can think of the most wild, crazy stories out there, of near death experiences in a truck. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of them in the logging industry or when you're back in the woods like that. Taking a truck where, well, you shouldn't take a truck, but you have to. And so we get a lot of guys like that. We got guys that run chips, like chip vans and things. Um, Maybe construction type things where they haul heavy equipment and things like that. And so I've met a lot of guys that have done that kind of thing. But, they all have the same answer. This was like one of the best things I could have ever done. I mean, like, they don't say like this isn't even a job, but they say this is like not even going to a job. It's so easy. It's so low stress. And you know, they're surprised that all this stuff they heard over the years of how you're being told what to do and being controlled. And then they realize that's just not true. That's just the horde, I call them, or society. They have hatred towards Walmart or big companies, and they label all this stuff that isn't true, and they've never worked for them, or they've worked as a third party carrier. And so now they're an expert on what it's like here to work at Walmart, which is complete just BS, really. You want to know how it goes here? Look at the majority of the drivers that work here and what they have to say. Not the one or two that was disgruntled because they didn't get their way, because we got a few of those. We definitely have a few of those. And generally, I get attacked by them weekly, on how this is such a terrible place. And so my question is, why is there only a few of you and, thousands of other people that are like, yeah, this is the best thing ever. I can't believe it. It's like I won the lottery. So, if you're thinking about retiring and you're an owner operator, yeah, you might want to check out Walmart if you don't know. I mean, I know you hear all the bad stuff, like I say, the labeling, but, maybe get to know some Walmart drivers and just start talking to them. And you'll soon find out that most of these stories about how it's such a controlling place and they're going to work you to death and all this, you'll find out that that's just not true for the most part. And so, if you are interested, I'm going to put the information here on the screen. And all this information here is for a referral, which will help me out. I get paid for that. And also, it will help you out because referrals get callbacks faster. They get the callbacks first. If there's only a few positions available in the area you're in, they got 100 people that applied, and 50 of them are, let's say 20 of them are referrals. They're going to get a call back, and the rest very well may not get a call back at all. Just depends. Or if they do, it'll be later after they've gone through the referrals. So put this information in. If you go to driveforwalmart.com, here's the website, and you go there, and it says, "How did you hear about Walmart?" It's going to have a drop-down menu. I think it has all these things like TV, advertisement, whatever. I think it's other that you need to pick, and then you put my information in there, my name, my DC, my driver number, and I would hope it would help you out. On top of that, whether you do that or don't do that, it's okay. I'm still here to help. I'll be glad to give you any advice, give you information, just talk, and so you can email me at my email right here, and you know, it's okay. If you didn't do a referral for me, you knew somebody else or whatever, I don't care. I'm just out here to help people and to give them the truth about, what it's about. So, yeah, I hope that helps. And if you're an owner operator and you think it's absolutely crazy that you would retire at Walmart, you might take a second look. There's a lot of owner operators that work here that are very pleased, and I think you would be too. So that's what I got for you this week, and I will catch you guys later.